This is the booty hole Brown era.
This actually is the booty hole Brown
booty
era.
hole Brown era.
Maybe Shawn Michaels has got the right idea. He's the one that's actually the real the future of booking in the WWE.
He might just be horny.
That's
I have just throwing ass.
Booty hole Brown.
I have seen those conversations that in looking at it. Liv equals Maurice. I don't. I'm gonna let y'all rock. And just like Brother Matt was saying, be willing to say, hey, I'm gonna see.
You gotta let it
marinate for a little bit.
Give it the chance to cook. But
right.
The whole brand.
I was gonna say because you gonna say something, DDM?
Oh no, I was just saying it was Booty Hole Brown saying it's a small thing, but it tickled me when she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be hosting Battlegrounds."
Battlegrounds on the Instagrams.
She was trash on the mic.
It's fine, Pete. I'm okay.
She tickles me. She tickles the hell out of me.
It's one of them things because it's the conversation people been having about Cardi B for a while, right? It's like she seems like she's genuinely into pro wrestling. Yeah. Put those people on TV and let them rock. Sexyy Red been tweeting about. I'm sorry, Booty Hole Brown. I gotta keep the gimmick up. Booty Hole Brown been tweeting about pro wrestling for how long? Even if she wasn't 100% on script or whatever, she knew she had. Oh yeah, I'll go out there and walk with y'all. NXT. Oh you here go your title. You want to show what the title? Yeah, I'm gonna be at Battlegrounds. Like she know her album's out. She know that check clear, and she know she out there having the ball.
She know Booker T ain't take his medicine. No, Booker T ain't take his heart medicine.
Booker T,
old Brown in there, yeah.
He said, "Did you see it?"
Oh,
she put her hands on the knees. There's some shit he said while she.
What? He did not.
All right. Okay. You got it, Mimi. You got it.
Oh my God.
You got it. Don't watch it back. Don't watch it back.
Booker T was having the time of his life.
Booker T was having what you got. It's not when. Was it when she came? It wasn't this part. It was when she walked out with Trick and Javon Evans.
And she got the
because she got the twerking.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Booty hole
Booker T.
He said, "Did you see it, Victor? Did you see it? The hands on the knees."
That's the Houston coming out of.
That's what he said. Do it again or some shit like that. Yeah. Go ahead, start rapping. Nah, you're wilding. You're wilding.
Look at him.
Get it sexy. Booker T may have almost said nigga on NXT, but it was that type of energy.
Yeah.
He is such a
NXT,
grandpa.
Yeah, NXT is my favorite. Look, I don't want to say it's my favorite program, but
it is. It is.
That's what you were saying the other day offline.
Now we bring up offline conversations on the broadcast. Okay, what up?
It's happened before. It'll happen again. But you would think I was talking about something personal. You just said I'm saying that you said you liked the show.
I love Lady Wrestling. So for me, NXT is like really where it's at for me with Lady Wrestling. And Booty Hole Brown, even though her wig did have some strays, I was like, ooh, some strays in the back. But it's very on brand for her though. It was very on.
Wait, was that not a good wig?
No, it wasn't.
No.
Like that, like straight. I was like, oh, I got an HDTV.
Where's that advance money? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just came out. Maybe it don't.
You got another shot.
I'm looking. I did. Yeah, here we go. Hold up.
Booty Hole Brown is she get. I enjoyed seeing Booty Hole Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Those strings on the side of her shorts just bother me so bad.
What's wrong with the strings?
It's
why?
It's rainbow. Everything about it is rainbow. Her
hair is she got a red bust down.
You could get this outfit at Rainbow?
Yes, probably.
And
it's custom, but it gives rainbow aesthetic.
It's giving if Super Dave was a hoe.
I think some of the biggest conversation from this week was on NXT, and I'm not even talking about Ethan Page. Chat, I want to know from y'all, what was your reaction when Roxanne Perez was talking cash shit in that ring? Like, who's about to be, messing with me? And then it was Jordynne Grace.
I loved it.
I mean, we want to talk about moments.
I loved it.
Yeah, that they threw out the they saw what happened on Sunday, and they're like, we gonna raise you. We said we see what you got. We gonna raise you, son. So boom,
What did they do on Sunday?
on Sunday was AEW.
Right. What did they throw? What did they do on Sunday that you think warranted Jordynne Grace coming to NXT?
No,
Okay.
no, no. What I don't know if this this specific thing was for it, but it's just the timing of it.
Mm.
The Willow and Mercedes comeback match, and they throw this down right after it. We like, oh shit, it's on.
Yeah, it kind of shuts up a couple of conversations. Yes, especially when you add Ethan Page at the end. Yeah, I don't know what it means. She's out there with the TNA Championship, but
It's in Vegas.
she looked like somebody that could be on that roster by the end of the year
Yes.
if she wanted to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said this. I felt like I wasn't sure about her because I didn't really know much about her, but that Royal Rumble was super convincing, and I was really impressed. And seeing her on the NXT screen, I was like, yeah, okay.
It looked like a fit.
Yeah, it looked like a fit.
What did she call it? She didn't say Forbidden Doors. She said the
Something portal.
The
what'd you say, DDO?
Prohibited portal.
The prohibited, which that sounds
insane.
She made shirt though. That's genius.
Mm.
Because I guess she could do that on her own. She's not. It's not like Impact has people. You can only do merch through us or whatever. So yeah, we need Chris Bay versus Wesley.
I saw that on the timeline.
It's a few matches that need to happen.
Chris Bay was talking tag
If
stuff.
if you're gonna run the Rascals, you should run.
Yes, that's been on the thing a lot too.
Yeah.
On the timeline.
Yeah, you can run the Rascals and then shit. It's endless motherfucking matches if you throw Rich Swann in there.
Wait, is Josh Alexander? He's still injured?
I thought he just wrestled recently.
He was because he wasn't able to do the match with Shelton Benjamin, but I did see he was announced for some other match. So I don't know, but figure somebody to wrestle Josh Alexander would be ill as well. They could do a lot.
Yeah, for sure. But that's if this ain't a one-off.
NXT is just fine.
It definitely feels like the place where you can have the most free form. It's like GTA, like past GTA 3, where it's just you want to do something.
Yeah,
you could do it. You could just try it. You may be able to do it.
I'm always excited to watch NXT. I'm never like bored. I think Ethan Page coming out was great because
it was a good move.
Was not being used well in AEW.
They use it all.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I think WWE and NXT just knows what to do with certain types of talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's right now for wrestling, because we're in a really great time of really good wrestlers, but not only just really good wrestlers, but really good wrestlers with really great looks and really great characters. And that's why if you're not delivering, it's like you got to move out the way, because there is not a shortage of good talent.
Right.
And you got to figure it out, because look at that. He looks great. He looks like he looks like he belongs.
He looks ready made to be somebody's dastardly, like, you know, you're going to be the thorn in my side while I'm trying to be a champion, trying to learn how to be a champion.
Yeah.
It's a great fit.
I thought he was on the way with when they paired him, whatever the fuck that crew was called, when they paired him with the crew in AEW.
Oh yeah, I forget that name. Hold up.
Not after he came from TNA, but a little bit later when they paired him with Scorpio Sky. I thought he was on his way. They just didn't do anything with him after he. I can't remember if that was a Ricky Stark, if he was going at it with Ricky Starks or what. But seeing him come here, I feel bad for Sean Spears now because it's like he's the upgraded. He's like an upgraded version of Sean Spears.
Sean been trying to be a little different though with like the face gimmick, and he's got like a different vibe to him, so maybe that can help him a little. But you're right.
Isn't Sean doing like backstage stuff too? I think he may be trying to maybe transition into that kind of a space.
He can talk. Chris Brown,
definitely talk.
What is Scorpio Sky doing right now? I asked myself the same question today, and that's after I had to remember that his name was Scorpio Sky.
I forgot about him.
He's not been. He was injured.
God bless him.
He was injured, and then I don't know. He returned, but after the grabbing the brass rings and whatnot, I don't think he's done.
It was him that was doing the brass rings.
He had the big Sonic ring. Yeah, he was
cashed in on who the fuck did he lose to? Pardon me.
I don't remember. Was it Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, he won, and then he lost to Sammy Guevara. And
that's when Sammy was first two-time or whatever, I believe. Yeah. So last name Scorpio Scott. He returned to ROH in September last year, defeating Tony Nese, and then at Final Battle he helped Ethan Page against Nese and Mark Sterling. That's it. He was the OG AEW black guy.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I remember getting that screen grab from the first episode of Adana. He did like a Barack Obama.
Yep.
Y'all was there.
What?
Yeah, we were there.
He did like because it was in Washington or somewhere around. There was like a whole they filmed something during the daytime where he was out there with like a shirt and tie talking about being like, I forget what he said. It's been 5 years at this point, but
he was one of them guys coming from, I think it was Northern California or some shit like that. He was one of them guys. He had a good name.
He can move.
That was it.
He can move. Scorpio Sky would slap in NXT. He feel like great value Ricochet if he would go over there.
But he could go. He could go.
Talk about somebody. It's not like a talker though.
It goes back to the arena is crowded right now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of this class right now. This era
needs to be in bubble wrap.
It's a lot of great people. It's a lot of great talent. Only a limited amount of spaces.
I think you're right, but at least that's maybe more for like main rostery. I think that the conversation that makes this NXT because the NXT situation is interesting. Why is Ethan Page there? Why did they bring Ethan Page and immediately insert him into the NXT Championship picture?
That's my question. I don't like it.
I feel like they need somebody.
Yeah, it's nobody there.
Their main event scene isn't that big.
But you're sacrificing a guy to
do
champion. Who still needs to be built as a champion.
Well, that's the thing. You're sacrificing whatever with bringing Ethan Page in, but the end result's going to be a program with Trick Williams that potentially will make Trick better coming out of it than he was going into it.
Well, what does it do? What does it do for Ethan Page? This shit. All this is the Willow Monette.
Ethan Page. I don't know if Ethan Page has that type of. He didn't have that trajectory in AEW, and I think that trajectory is even less for him in NXT. He's down there, in my eyes, to do what Baron Corbin was doing, to do what Finn Balor was doing going back.
But why wouldn't Baron Corbin be in that picture?
They moved him up. You'd have to ask whoever put him in the draft to go back to SmackDown.
That's a good point.
Because if you're going to use them the way they're using them now, like the main roster talent, because I see what they're doing, but I don't know. Like I'm just confused because them moving them up, it feels like the main roster is a bit stacked, and I feel like them moving him back into the main roster is kind of giving he might get lost again. So he was doing his job. He was doing a great job at NXT trying to build people up.
My counter to that, and I think this is something I was thinking about earlier. As a collective, we may need to start realizing that some of these folks are just in those positions.
Yep.
Sometimes you're just a good hand at being experienced, but not being the champion. This is what it used to be 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. You had people that had defined, you knew you was going to be, Tito Santana knew he was not going to be going to that main event roster no matter what was going on. And I think.
And Sami Zayn, you could say that about Sami Zayn too.
I would, Peeps wouldn't. My thing is.
That's funny.
Because I hear what you're saying about Baron Corbin, Mimi, but I also think, and this is to Shawn Michaels' credit, if Baron Corbin was the guy to go back from the main roster to come to the end of NXT to beat up Trick Williams, it would have been a shock, but it would not have gotten the pop that an Ethan Page did, especially online. That's chat, and we also have to remember that this is on a card where TNA may be coming to NXT, but this is on a card where Sexyy Red is
oh god,
I'm sorry, Booty Hole Brown's going to be hosting Battleground. They're going to be crowning a new women's North American champion. Lola Vice and Shayna Baszler is going to be in the NXT Underground. Like I'm assuming Ethan Page, Trick Williams is going to be the NXT Championship match at Battleground. I don't know how long Ethan Page is going to be around. He catching a fat check right now is going to be able to be seen more than he was down in Daly's place.
Why Lola Vice? Why Lola Vice finisher got to be like a butt bump, and when she could legit brawl,
everything is butt.
Can she?
Match, I say this we didn't really talk about this, but that match between Lola and Natalya,
right? There's a reason.
That match did it for me. I was like, okay, I'm with it.
I watch it.
I'm with it.
I understand.
With her and Natalya, even though she is born as all outside, when it comes to her in-ring work, Natalya really brings it out of these girls when she gets a good match going.
That's fine.
She's a god MC.
Who asked about Chris Brown? The capacity for UFC Apex is apparently limited to around 1,000 people.
That's what it is.
That's what Wikipedia is saying. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's an NXT show.
It's tickets. Okay. So I looked at tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, spill it, nigga.
I might have to slide to Vegas.
Damn.
Hold on. So why you ain't say that when we?
That's a good point, Sean Tragedy. Don't forget, Dolph Ziggler was down in NXT for a hot second.
I might have to slide down.
I like that.
Why you ain't say it? Because we could have bumped up the Patreon,
right?
The show.
Pay the 50, pay the 100.
Pay the 50, pay the hundo.
The hundred. Pay one.
Are they cheap?
Play 100.
The front row, it's only section C left. The last time I checked,
Lola Butt is overrated.
And how much was it?
It was $500 for front row.
What?
100.
500.
500.
Yeah, that's a steal.
500.
Let me keep it 500 with you. I may be
NXT 500.
500.
Front row.
It's Booty Hole Brown.
It's Booty Hole Brown. It's the whole hole.
It's never been that much though.
She's hosting.
Look at her. Look at that. Like, nah. Back up, bitch. Look at her.
There's new bulls in the Patreon. We unloaded the whole clip.
Hands on your knees.
Bulls up now. Pay up.
Hands on your knees.
Jada Parker's going to be at Battleground.
Absolutely.
They having a whole ladder match. Come on. Ski Eat is ridiculous. Booty hole. Yeah, I mean, it may be worth the 500.
I mean, maybe that's why it's 500.
That's what because it's
yeah.
You're right. Complex, you know. But once again, the 500 that's for like front row, like you're going to be on TV.
Where DDM's going to be like this.
Right.
Hey.
I didn't say I was going, but I did look into it because I'm a big NXT fan. I watch NXT every week. Right. I love the women's division on NXT. I like their approach to storytelling. I like their approach to how they bye Joey. I like their their approach to just how they do it. You know what I'm saying? Like NXT, it did get hairy when Vince did the white and gold and the multicolors. It really was like, oh my god! Like Lash had a talk show at that time. It was just a lot.
No, she booted Shorty on.
She did hit her with the big boot. That was
big boot, the super boot,
the super boot. That may have been the first thing I saw. I was like, wait, who's the black lady?
Yeah. I remember when I first saw Lash Legend, she was in a it was a backstage, and she came out and she was like, "Oh, y'all gotta come on my show, Lashing Out with Lash Legend." I was like, "Oh, who is her? Who is she?" Jeez, like whenever I see a wrestler, whenever I see like there's good wrestlers, right? Like you have like people who are just great at the art of professional wrestling, but then you have a star.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Lash feel like.
My radar is geared, and that's what I think I do on the show, right? Like my radar is geared towards stars.